Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. Hope you all are doing well. Today's video was a most requested one and finally I gave it in and bought this Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Serum Foundation. This was a real task, you guys, to pick a shade for me. When this got launched, I was so excited because I really wanted to try this foundation for the longest time, as many of the influencers have compared this to Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So I really wanted to try, but looking at the shade range, oh my god, it really sucks. So that's the reason I couldn't get a shade for me. After a lot of research and looking through the social media trying to find which shade is going to suit my NC42 skin, I finally bought it and today I'm going to share my first impression. So if you guys are interested, please stay tuned till the end of this video. So overall, this foundation comes in 40 different shades. If you visit Makeup Revolution's official website, you will come to know the amount of shade range available. But in India, you just get 9 shades. So just imagine the amount of difficulty you face if you are darker skin tone, if you are brown skin tone, you will not have a shade for you. So just like that, I was so confused which shade to go for. I ended up picking a shade F9.7 NW. Now this foundation retails for 12.50 and you just get 23 ml of quantity, which is very less for the price that you pay. I really like the overall ombre beige packaging, but let me tell you, it doesn't come with any outer box or any outer covering, but when I received it came completely sealed. So this comes with a pump, which is a great thing, and this will be a first impression. As I've already said, I did not try out this foundation, I did not swatch the shade how actually it looks on my NC42 skin. So today we are all going to see it, and I'm not going to do any kind of wear test today because I have to rush somewhere. I probably might do a wear test later on in a short video and let you guys know about its longevity. So today we are just going to focus on the formulation and whether it is suitable for a dry matured skin type or not. So I have nicely prepped my skin and today I'm going to prime my skin using my favorite La Mer Oh My BB primer, which is my recent favorite primer that I use with all of my foundation. It is this which I'm talking about, and with every foundation this does a very good job. So by the time the primer is resting on my skin, I would like to read out the claims what this foundation is going to offer me. So Makeup Revolution is completely a vegan and cruelty free brand. It provides you with light to medium coverage. Earlier they had 20 shades, but looking at the responses, they extended their shade range to 40, which is a great thing. I wish India had all the 40 shades so we brown skin girl wouldn't have to think twice before getting a shade for ourselves. Also, it contains hyaluronic acid and peptide complex, which is going to plump and provide hydration for really long time. It is lightweight, gives you radiant satin finish and gives you healthy glow. So that was all about it. From the packaging, from the shade that I can see, I feel it is going to be light on my skin tone. So let me just color correct around my mouth area, cover some imperfection which is already there, and I'll be right back. So I've color corrected my skin using my Swiss Beauty liquid concealer in the shade Warm Sand around my mouth and under my eyes and little bit on my nose because I have got some sunspots over there. Now let's just try and see what kind of shade it is. So I think it is a neutral warm shade if I'm not wrong. Let me just squeeze some on the back of my hand, and that's how the consistency is actually. It is quite runny. I really like such consistency in my foundation nowadays. The shade is not very light. I suppose I can make it work somehow on my skin. So I'll keep this foundation as it is on the back of my hand. I am not sure how much coverage it is going to provide. So let's just try it and use it on our face. So I'm taking about 2 pumps and I'm going to use a brush on one side and a sponge on the other. Let's just see what kind of finish and what kind of coverage do we get. So guys, I'm back after blending out the foundation, and this is how my skin actually looks like. If I compare it to brush and sponge, honestly I'm loving the sponge side more, and this much amount is left on the back of my hand while I was trying to blend it out with the sponge, and with brush nothing was left. So you need more product with brush, and brush is going to give you a little bit of more coverage, but on the brush side I feel it is giving me a very heavy kind of feel, because I can feel that something is sitting on my skin. But on the sponge side it is giving me a very natural, a very airbrushed look, and yes, it is giving me a very beautiful satin radiance, which I'm totally loving. But I will highly prefer this foundation blending it out with a sponge for my everyday wear, or if I am going out for any special event, because on the brush side I can see that on some areas it is looking bit heavy and cakey. Let's see how my skin looks if I go with a second layer. So I'm going to use my sponge itself, and I'm going to concentrate on the areas where I need a little bit of more coverage, which I don't think I need, because it has nicely covered all of my imperfections. And even after color correction I don't need a lot of product on my face, but just because to show you how this foundation actually layers, I really want to see. For my liking, this feels heavy on my skin, so I will only go with one layer the next time I use this foundation. Let me complete the rest of my face makeup, and I shall be right back to tell you more about it. Alright you guys, I'm back after full face of makeup. This is how my skin actually looks like. Before I start telling you more, I would like to say what all products I used today. Now because this foundation was little light than my actual skin tone, so I went with a darker shade of concealer to balance it all out, and I used my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Warm Sand, and I did set my face nicely because the foundation takes a lot of time to set on your skin, and I used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I did set my face with my Tinted Makeup Fixer, and for my lipstick today I used Focallure Lip Cream in the shade PK04, and that completed my entire makeup. Now coming to the foundation you guys, after 2 layers I can feel the heaviness on my skin, and even after all the layering, like all the products that I used on top of this foundation, I can feel that yes, my skin is feeling a lot heavy than before. And whatever products I laid on top of this foundation, everything just went on smoothly. It did not pick my base makeup, but the foundation, as I say, takes a lot of time to dry out. You have seen me swatching the foundation on the back of my hand. It is still wet you guys, it is still wet. You really have to set it out with a powder. If you are oily skin tone, you really have to go with all the mattifying products and a mattified setting spray to lock everything in place, because after certain hours it is definitely going to ooze out the excess oil from your skin. Now coming back to the texture of this foundation, though it has ceramic texture, but it feels like a foundation. It's not like your typical skin tint. It has a good coverage, and though it has peptides and hyaluronic acid in it, I cannot see the plumpness, but yes, there is bit of hydration that I can feel. It also says that it blurs your imperfection, whereas I can see my pores are visible, and after few hours the pores will be more visible, because I did not use any blurring primer over it. Really wanted to see how this foundation wears off on top of hydrating and a moisturizing primer. So that is what all I did. I have even clicked some pictures in natural light and in room light to show you how the foundation is looking on my skin. So yes, that is what I felt while using this foundation. It is not my favorite out of the foundation that I have in my collection, because there are a lot of foundation in my collection that provides me with full coverage but still feels very lightweight. This on other hand doesn't feel lightweight at all you guys. So now is the time to do the oxidation test. I'll do a fresh swatch to see how much it has oxidized. So honestly there is no major oxidation. It is true to its color. You can see the difference by yourself. There is no oxidation as such. Now the price is little higher if I compare it to the other foundation skin tint you get in the market, and you just get 23 ml. So I don't think this foundation is something out of the box. It is nothing to surprising for me. So it's okay kind of foundation. Now I actually don't know whether it is a dupe for Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, because in Giorgio Armani I don't have my shade. If I had my shade, I definitely would have picked that foundation, reviewed it for you guys, and compared these both foundations side by side. Probably Nykaa will extend the shade range. I am hoping and keeping my fingers crossed. So yes, it's a wrap for today. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, you might also like these. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You can follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Please come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.